Food is supposed to keep us healthy, but some foods do not. Even if they are called food, they should not be consumed. It's not like they will kill you as soon as you swallow them, but it certainly works like slow poisoning. Following are the 10 foods that will certainly cut your life short depending on the intake charts. Number 10. Frosting. Sorry cake lovers, but that delicious frosting could kill you. Now everyone knows that how bad sugar affects the health, but did you know that frosting contains more sugar than sugar itself? Similarly, you will find 34 grams of sugar in a single bran muffin, which is about 4 times the amount of sugar in a plain cake donut. As soon as you consume it, your blood sugar goes skyscraping and the cholesterol level goes off the charts. Last but not the least, it has the capability to make you obese. So before having another frosting or a bran muffin, try thinking that what you are intaking is obesity. Maybe that could help the cravings. Number 9. Mars bar. If you haven't had one yet, good for you. Mars bars are one of the most notoriously unhealthy bars, with one bar alone containing over 1,200 calories. Some man from Scotland dipped one of these in a deep fryer and now it's out as deep-fried Mars bar. Experts say that it actually increases the risk of having a stroke within minutes of its consumption by reducing blood flow to the brain. It is insanely bad for you. Try dark chocolate if you want a dose of chocolate and health simultaneously. Number 8. Foie gras, fat liver. If you ever find yourself at a fancy French restaurant, you might see foie gras on the menu and might think as a cool thing to have it, but before you do, you must know how is it made. It comes from a process of sticking a massive tube down a goose or a duck's throat and force-feeding them. It causes their liver to swell with fat and apparently makes it taste better. Now, as barbaric as the process sounds, it is unhealthy for human consumption. If you just look at the process of its making, it would surely be enough to turn your stomachs from it. Number 7. Bitter almonds. Did you know that due to their potential danger, they are illegal to sell or buy in New Zealand? Minuscule doses of bitter almonds can prove to be fatal, especially for children. The bitter almonds have cyanide in them while the sweet ones barely have any. Fortunately, it's the sweet kind which is found in general consumption, but cases of bitter almond poisoning has also been reported occasionally on those who happen to have weak immune systems. Number 6. Palm oil. Even if you can't see palm oil anywhere, it is present in so many eatables such as margarine, soups, cooking oils, crackers, baked items and even Nutella. Sorry to break this out, but Nutella also has it. And aside for the palm oil to contain saturated fats which are really bad for the human body, its plantations are causing a huge environmental issues as they require plenty of space, resulting in deforestation and near extinction of some species such as orangutan and the Sumatran tiger. Palm oil not good for humans and animals in an indirect way though. Interesting. Number 5. Green potatoes. Potatoes are generally safe if eaten correctly, but when they turn green, you better stay away. Potatoes produce a glycoalkaloid called solanine, which is a natural poison deterring animals so as well as humans. In 1899, 56 German soldiers experienced the symptoms of solanine poisoning, resulting in acute diarrhea, severe headache, coma and even eventual death. An average human male would just have to consume 1 pound of the toxic green potatoes to get poisoned. Number 4. Microwaved popcorn. Heated popcorn contains perfluorooctanoic, which is a carcinogenic, causing cancer. One study even found a cancer-causing acid in microwave popcorn. Some brands even contain a chemical called diacetyl, which has caused the factory employees to develop a condition known as popcorn's worker's lung, which is as nasty as it sounds. These studies have caused many people to turn their backs on microwave popcorns and pop their own, because once you pop, you really cannot stop. Number 3. Table salt. A survey concluded that 95% of the U.S. restaurants provide table salt to their customers. It is actually everywhere. Now, it is true that natural salt contains over 80 elements which are essential to the human body when it is processed under 1200 degrees Fahrenheit to turn it into table salt. It loses all those minerals. The lost minerals are then replaced with potentially dangerous level of potassium iodide. Studies have found that table salt causes the blood pressure to rise as the heart tries to keep the toxins away from it. It can also cause acute kidney, thyroid and liver problems intertwined with dozens of other problems. People who have read into it have realized that it is actually a white poison and have switched to natural salt. It could be hard to do because nowadays table salt is literally everywhere. Number 2. Artificially dyed food. Sadly, all the attractively colorful candies and jellies may fall into this wide category. People are so habitual of eating them that they forget that it even exists. A wise researcher once said that if the food is as neon bright as Teletubbies, you should probably avoid eating it. People now consume 5 times the more amount of this stuff since 1955, and scientists have started to notice the consequences of it. Blue dyes found in candies and pop drinks have been the cause to brain tumors and damaged DNA. Green dyes cause bladder tumors, red one cause lymphocytes and thyroid tumor, and the yellow O can cause pretty much all of the aforementioned ones, including asthma, insomnia and violent behavior. Ever wonder why your child has those violent episodes? There you go. The hyperactivity and ADHD mostly in children is also induced by these artificial dyes. Number 1. Leftover rice. Most people do not even realize that when they end up eating leftover rice from the night before or finish a Chinese takeaway, what will it do to them? If you leave cooked rice overnight at a room temperature, a bacteria called Bacillus cereus multiplies and spread across the rice, producing toxins which in worst cases could cause cramps, diarrhea, vomiting. The longer you leave the rice, the worse it gets. Try not to eat the rice with all those invisible tiny spores on them. Fresh rice is best rice.